Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I welcome you again in this video, and it is the video in sequence of the previous video where I discussed the directed writing of this candidate. You can see that it's an actual paper, and in this paper now my focus is going to be on the story writing. While we look at the narrative of this candidate who is an A starer, we will find that how a simple plot can be very effective. Okay, rather than talking about big events and difficult happenings or big happenings, we should go for something very simple, and we can have a very good story in this way as well. Okay, so let's begin it and see that how the story begins. We will even look at the language of this student, and then definitely we can find our story's betterment by reading this. So it was that time of the year again. Snow-covered rooftops and car tires stuck to the ground. Around them, a blanket of white. So it's snowfall. The atmosphere is showing that it's snowfall. Just like the snow, too would make my way back to my hometown every year. And just like the fleeting snow, I would return back after the sun would appear again after vanishing into the abyss. I mean, it is clear that every year writer visits this place. Miles of desolate moors, rusted signboards, and white shrubs blurred past me while I felt the delicate crevices of the neatly placed bow of the gift in my lap. So we can see that the atmosphere of the story here is having some suspense element about what is this gift and who is it for. I was finally here. I once again stood before the gates of the place I once called home. I waited anxiously and a familiar face greeted me. Still here? I said heartily, as he crackled, replying with a light note. Charles was my brother, the only family apart from my mother that I had left. I murmured softly, "How is she?" "The same," he said, while his voice filled with distress. I entered, and its walls encompassed me. They took me back decades. The stairs curled all the way up with its dusty rim, and the torn off wallpaper still hadn't been replaced. So you can see that a very beautiful description of the house has been given, and true as well. And there is another suspense element when she is asking that how is she. The chandelier dimly lit the living room, illuminating the fireplace that crawled upward towards the ceiling. But now the bleakness had settled in the fire blown out and the furniture worn. It felt as if the walls itself had also been plagued by that sickness. So here we know that it is because of the sickness, and the home's atmosphere is also reflecting this bleakness. This aura of lingering death. I clenched the gift between my hands. Its crisp corners being the only thing keeping me in the present. I slipped between the real world and the one created by my mind. Soon I gave over to the other side. So we notice that this story is having a very simple plot, that the girl has returned her home, and now we know that perhaps her mother is ill and she has brought some gift for her mother. Raindrops taped against the window, like coins in our laundry. So, a very beautiful simile has been used, quite related also. And I would like to say that please don't use similes if you don't fix them in the context. This town wasn't enough for me. I wanted to be something more, and so I left, chasing my aspirations to the big cities. I did become a writer, but I didn't know that in my absence, my mother would be diagnosed with cancer. Now you know that the story is revealing itself. We know that she went out to become a writer, but in her absence, her mother has been diagnosed with some deadly disease, that is cancer. I found out months later while she underwent chemo with only my brother by his side. I had lost all touch with who I was and who really mattered to me. So, after the dog days would be over, I would make my way back to the chilly, still air. I knelt down, placing the gift in her lap, slowly muttering, "Hi, Mom." She threw her arm around me and said in her hoarse, rusty voice, "It's so good to see you. How are you? How is the book coming along?" I said over her continuous coughing with a smile beaming across. You should see it. You should see for yourself. After a hint of confusion on her wrinkled forehead, she tore through the sapphire blue wrapping paper to find a book. She opened it, and as she read the first page, "For my mom, who will always be alive in my heart," she burst into tears. I held her and exchanged stories of my childhood. However, just like always, I would leave behind the only people who would ever really know me, with the same sign flashing me goodbye. So here you can see that the writer could meet level 4 for content and style and accuracy part. So you have seen that the story does not have uh, quite serious and big events, quite simple thing, and this is how you can choose some simple plot, and on it you can like give good description, and you can talk about the atmosphere, and your words should actually show, not tell. So you should like about the gift, she says that it was wrapped into the sapphire blue wrapping. Here you can see. Then she has actually let us see the whole atmosphere around. So this is how, by using our words, we can let our readers see the things. Thank you very much. I hope that this video is really going to help you a lot in shaping your stories. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.